volume of a pyramid. Find the volume of this rectangular pyramid. Be sure to include the correct units in your answer. So with this one, what we want to do is, number one, we need to know how to figure out what the volume of a pyramid is. So they give us this equation right down here. This is exactly what we want. So I'm going to write it here. I might have to rewrite it on the next page, but we'll see. So this is the equation that we want to use. One thing that we need to make sure we understand is that when they use a capital B, that actually means area of the base. And the reason they write a B is because the base can change. We can have a rectangular pyramid, we can have a triangular pyramid, we can have a hexagonal pyramid, which would mean that it has 6 sides on the bottom. So it just depends on what the base is. So they're probably going to give us rectangle or triangle. Those are the two that they're most likely going to focus on there. Oh, don't know why that dot showed up. That's weird. So just make sure capital B doesn't actually mean just the base length. What it means is the base area. So then they go through and they first find the base area, which is a rectangle. So that's easy, length times width. And they get 72 inches squared. And then they have to multiply by h, the height of the pyramid itself. And then they also have to do 1/3. 1/3, when I multiply by 1/3, just literally means that we're dividing by 3. That's all it means. So we multiply the two numbers together, which they don't actually give us the amount for, and then we divide that by 3, and we get 168. So we're going to kind of break that down a little bit more than they did on the next page here, but let's go ahead and try this out. Let's see, is this in my way? Oh, perfect. Okay. So we're going to start writing this out. So we first need our B. And they're giving us a rectangular pyramid again, which is perfect because rectangular, that's easy. We just need length and width. So we have B is going to equal length times width, which is 8 times 7. So we get 56, and it's meters squared. So when they say include your units, that's what they mean. You need to either grab meters, meters squared, or meters cubed. You have to grab one of those in order for it to be relevant and mean something to the problem. So in this case, we did meters times meters. So this square just tells us that we had two lengths that were both meters and we multiplied them together. All it means. All right, so now we know what our base is here. So volume equals 1/3 times, instead of B, I'm going to write 56 times H is the height of the pyramid itself. And that's always going to go from the center straight up to the tippy top to the point of the pyramid. That's the height of the pyramid. So 8. Every once in a while, they will give you what's called the slant height, which just means it's on the tilted part here. We don't want that height for the pyramid. That might be extra information they give us if they do that. For this one, we just want from the center straight up. That's the actual height of the pyramid. All right, so we have V equals, and they don't give us a calculator on this one. So let's multiply it off to the side here. So we get 48. And we get, let's see, 44 from this. So we get 1/3 times 448. So remember, 1/3 times this number just means that we're going to divide this number by 3. So it can go into 4 once. 1 left over, we bring our 4 and our 8 down. It can go into 14 4 times, which is 12. We're going to bring 8 down. We subtract, we get 2. 3 can go into 28 9 times. Is that true? I want to make sure that I didn't just mess that up. 8 divided by 3. Oh, we're going to end up with a fraction here. Oh no. So it does go in 9 times for 27. That's what I was thinking. For some reason I messed myself up. I thought we were going to get a whole number here. So we end up with 1 left over. So we get a whole 149, but then we also get 1/3 left over because we have 1 remainder and we have a 3 out in front. So that means it's a remainder of 1/3. Don't forget to put meters squared. Oh, sorry, not squared, meters cubed. We're finding volume. We did the height added a 1/3 length. So we need to make sure we put meters cubed on it. So we have 149, and I'm going to put, whoops, I need to make sure that I space it over here. Oh, let's put the, oh, that's why I have to click on this one. Haha, I was clicking on the wrong one. 149 and 1/3 meters cubed. Space that out and put meters cubed on the outside there. Check. All right, we got our point. I'm going to go ahead and clear this out, and we're going to start our next one. Okay, so we have another rectangular prism. So remember, volume equals 1/3 base times height. So volume equals 1/3. We need to know what is our B and what is our H. So B is the base of the pyramid. The base is another rectangle. It tells us that's a rectangular pyramid. So we have length times width. So we have 8 times 4, which gets us 32. And this is feet squared. So we're going to put 32 here instead of B. And then what is our height? Remember, it goes from the bottom, the center of the bottom, all the way up to the tippy top of the pyramid. So we have 6. And again, they don't give us our calculator. So let's do 32 times, I almost wrote 16. That was silly. 32 times 6. So we go 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 8 is 18. Plus 1 more is 19. So we get 1/3 times 192. So remember, 1/3 times 192 means that we're going to take 192 and we're going to divide by 3. So we can go in 6 times here, and we'll have 2 and 1 left over. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So this goes in evenly. We won't have any remainders. So no fractions on this one. So we get 64. Remember, this 32 was feet squared. So we already had 2 feet in here, and then 6 is another foot. This is another measurement. So now we have 3 feet. So that's why we go feet cubed. Oh, darn it. I didn't mean to click that button. That takes a screenshot. I meant to click that button. So 64 and then feet cubed. Check. All right, we have one more to do. Let's clear that out and then stop looking at my screenshot that I didn't mean to take. Okay, so volume equals 1/3 base times height. So volume equals 1/3. We need to know what is our B. And in this case, it's a rectangular pyramid again. So yay, all we have to do is length times width. We have 8 times 7, and that gets us 56. And these are meters this time, so it's meters squared. It's meters times meters. So instead of B, I'm going to put 56 in here. Remember, this is meters squared already, 2 meters in here. And then times our H, which is this amount here, remember. And this has to go perpendicular to that bottom plate, basically. So that's why they keep showing you the little square there also. So this is 9 for the height. And remember, this is another meters. So we're going to have 56 times 9. And let's see, we get 54. And then we get 45 plus 5 more is 50. So 5. Oops, I forgot my 1/3. So I have 1/3 times 504 equals, we just have to divide 504 by 3. So it goes in ones here. Bring 4 and 0 down, and I get 2. So we can go 6 times into 20 for 18. I bring 4 down, and I get 2. And it's going to go 8 times into 24. So yay, no fractions again because no leftover. So you only have a fraction if this remainder, and the remainder shouldn't be more than 3. That means that you didn't divide completely. So it should be a 1 or 2 if there's a remainder. But there is no remainder, so yay. So we have 168. And remember, there was meter squared. And now we have another meter. It's meters cubed. All right, so 168 meters cubed. Check. All right, we finished another one. Yay.